how many times? 3 times you say? Yeah. Yeah. First we go from as regular, from the refuge to the then to the. Usually we recite the mental Heart Sutra. Yeah. Then at that moment, then we recite read the Heart Sutra. No whole text. Yeah. Okay. Page number 6. Yeah. Page number 6.
To the Buddha, Dharma, and Arya Sangha, I go for refuge until I am enlightened. To the Buddha, Dharma, and Arya Sangha, I go for refuge until I am enlightened. To the Buddha, Dharma, and Arya Sangha, I go for refuge until I am enlightened. By the merit from listening to the Dharma, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of benefiting all mother sentient beings. By the merit from listening to the Dharma, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of benefiting all mother sentient beings. By the merit from listening to the Dharma, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of benefiting all mother sentient beings. So page 11. May all sentient beings achieve extraordinary superior happiness. May all sentient beings be free from the unbearable sea of suffering. May all sentient beings never be parted from the bliss of supreme liberation. May all sentient beings be free of all bias, attachment and anger to near ones, and aversion to others. Which one are we doing now?
Seven prayer. Yeah. Page 12.
Page 12. Reverently I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind, and present clouds of every type of offering actually offered and mentally transformed. I confess all my negative actions accumulated since beginningless time, and rejoice in the virtues of all holy and ordinary beings. Please remain until samsara ends, and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate all the virtues of others and myself to the great enlightenment.
Okay, now Heart Sutra.
On page 14.
Page 14. Yeah.
Thus have I heard, once the Blessed One was dwelling in Rajagriha at Vulture Peak Mountain, together with a great gathering of the Sangha of monks and a great gathering of the Sangha of Bodhisattvas. At that time, the Blessed One entered the Samadhi that expresses the Dharma called profound illumination. And at the same time, noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, while practicing the profound Prajnaparamita, saw in this way. He saw the 5 skandhas to be empty of nature. Then, through the power of the Buddha, Venerable Shariputra said to noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, how should a son or daughter of noble family train who wishes to practice the profound Prajnaparamita? Addressed in this way, noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, said to Venerable Shariputra, O Shariputra, a son or daughter of noble family who wishes to practice the profound Prajnaparamita should see in this way, seeing the 5 skandhas to be empty of nature. Form is emptiness, emptiness also is form. Emptiness is no other than form, form is no other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, perception, perception, formation, and consciousness are emptiness. Thus, Shariputra, all dharmas are emptiness. There are no characteristics. There is no birth and no cessation. There is no impurity and no purity. There is no decrease and no increase. Therefore, Shariputra, in emptiness, there is no form, no feeling, no perception, no formation, no consciousness, no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no appearance, no sound, no smell, no taste, no touch, no dharmas, no I dhatu up to no mind dhatu, no dhatu of dharmas, no mind consciousness dhatu, no ignorance, no end of ignorance up to no old age and death, no end of old age and death, no suffering, no origin of suffering, no cessation of suffering, no path, no wisdom, no attainment, and no non-attainment. Therefore, Shariputra, since the Bodhisattvas have no attainment, they abide by means of prajna paramita. Since there is no obscuration of mind, there is no fear. They transcend falsity and attain complete nirvana. All the Buddhas of the 3 times by means of prajna paramita fully awaken to unsurpassable true complete enlightenment. Therefore, the great mantra of prajna paramita, the mantra of great insight, the unsurpassed mantra, the unequaled mantra, the mantra that calms all suffering, should be known as truth, since there is no deception. The prajna paramita mantra is said in this way. Tayata Om Gate Gate Para Gate Para Samgate Bodhi Soha. Thus Shariputra, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, should train in the profound prajna paramita. Then the Blessed One arose from that samadhi and praised noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, saying, Good, good, O son of noble family, thus it is. O son of noble family, thus it is. One should practice the profound prajna paramita just as you have taught, and all the Tathagatas will rejoice. When the Blessed One has said this, Venerable Shariputra and noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, that whole assembly and the world with its gods, humans, asuras, and Gandharvas rejoiced and praised the words of the Blessed One.
Yeah, 2 more times, yeah.
Thus have I heard, once the Blessed One was dwelling in Rajagriha at Vulture Peak Mountain, together with a great gathering of the Sangha of monks and a great gathering of the Sangha of Bodhisattvas. At that time, the Blessed One entered the Samadhi that expresses the Dharma called profound illumination. At that time, noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, while practicing the profound prajna paramita, saw in this way. He saw the 5 skandhas to be empty of nature. Then, through the power of the Buddha, Venerable Shariputra said to noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, How should a son or daughter of noble family train who wishes to practice the profound prajna paramita? Addressed in this way, noble Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, said to Venerable Shariputra, O Shariputra, a son and daughter of noble family who wishes to practice the profound prajna paramita should see in this way, seeing the 5 skandhas to be empty of nature. Form is emptiness, emptiness also is form. Emptiness is no other than form, form is no other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, perception, formation, and consciousness are emptiness. Thus, Shariputra, all dharmas are emptiness. There are no characteristics. There is no birth and no cessation. There is no impurity and no purity. There is no decrease and no increase. Therefore, Shariputra, in emptiness, there is no form, no feeling, no perception, no formation, no consciousness, no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no appearance, no sound, no smell, no taste, no touch, no dharmas, no I dhatu up to no mind dhatu, no dhatu of dharmas, no mind consciousness dhatu, no ignorance, no end of ignorance up to no old age and death, no end of old age.
yourself control, from doing something, negative or doing something carelessly, cautiously, yeah. Because this as the practitioner, this photo is very important, to practice, in the daily, usually, as a practitioner of Dharma, Not only, I think this is not only for practitioner Dharma, also it can think, it could think practice for secondary people also, It can improve this lab, improve, improve, yeah, definitely. There are many people, the wasting time, using this precious love, the wrong way, cannot, actually, if this understand, then really can use, this precious love the proper way, don't waste time, really doing something good, Yeah, it's make inspiration, really, yeah. This is the truth, yeah. Not only the related to the Dharma talk, Yeah. As the practitioner Dharma, if you usually have these 4 thoughts, then automatically or naturally you engage, something wholesomeness, not waste time, not doing something bad, always doing something good, Yeah. As a result, it brings you happy life, This on this life is always happy. It brings happiness for this life. Of course, next life, if you believe next life, yeah, it brings the happiness, for next life. Actually, it helps you to find good way, to travel, in the future, Yeah, this is very important. Yeah, his advice, yeah, this is, and many teachers, always remind these 4 root thoughts, Yeah, many good teachers. Understand, yeah, these 4 thoughts, yeah? Yeah, that's, yeah. That. Buddhism is, when you think about the part of the Buddhism, part of Buddhism, if you analyze, if you think, it's the structure, how to promote the base, the path, result, if you analyze it, it not looks like religion, It looks very scientific, There's this cause because there's this result because this cause, This is happening because this reasoning, This is explaining, Explaining, yeah. This is more than religion, yeah. This is more than religion, yeah. Real scientific, yeah. Real scientific approach, yeah. They're very not live just faith, With the faith, investigate, exam, investigate, Yeah. Then develop. If something against it, truth, according to the Buddha's teaching, something against it to the logical reasoning, even though it harmony to the scripture, we just leave it. We follow the logical reasoning. Understand? This logical reasoning is more important than the scripture. Buddha himself giving permit, to his followers, Yeah. Yeah, this is very interesting. Therefore, in the philosophy, in the Sutra teaching, Vajrayana teaching, all of this is according to this ways, we have this path, and we have this path, we have this result, like that going develop, practice, can improve, yeah, can improve. This is can understand, when you start, when you practice, then you can understand. Okay, this is the just the right. Then we go to the text. They are more interesting. Okay, we read the text.
We have two visitors. They just came. They'd like to have a seat.
Come to listen.
Yeah.
Okay, sit, listen.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Please, this text, I read this text.
Okay.
21st stanza. Today, yeah, we have 21st stanza. Okay, from 21st stanza. stanza, okay? From 25th stanza, 25 to 25, 6, 7, 8, 29, 30. There are 6 stanzas talking about the 6 perfections, okay?
Yes.
There are 6 perfections. From generosity to wisdom, okay? This is the main part of the Mahayana, okay? Practitioner, okay? This is the main part of Mahayana practitioner. After cultivate the conventional Bodhicitta, the practitioner, the practice, these 6 perfections, to achieve Buddhahood, I read, that is, here, 25. The practice of all the Bodhisattvas is to give out of generosity with no hopes of karmic recompense or expectation of reward, For if those who seek awakening must give even their own bodies, what need is there to mention were outer objects and possessions, Yeah, I read on Tibetan once, okay? 자. chanjukdebe lujang tangkona chirung ngobuna la me chiko teje lenda nami merewe jimbatonga jese la lenis. Yeah, this is talking, this is his perfection, the first. Generosity is the first perfection from the 6 perfections, Why? Buddha himself taught generosity at the first from the 6 perfections, Because this, this is interpreted by the Indian Buddhist master Chandakiti. In his entering middle way, he explained, okay? Master Chandakiti is the very great scholar and philosophical field. One side, on other side, he is great siddhi. He was very great siddhi, because he is a very great scholar because of the emptiness of philosophical field, especially the teaching of emptiness, interpretation of Buddha's teaching emptiness area. He is really outstanding scholar. Entire Tibetan Buddhism community, all of these follow his interpretation about emptiness teaching today, okay? Other hand, he is great siddhi because he was taking milk from the drawing cows from the wall, very special. The dropping cows in the wall, he can take milk from these dropping cows.
From the drawing?
Yeah,
Just a picture?
The drawing or picture, whatever.
Just a picture of a
Yeah,
cow?
from the picture, just picture of cows. He could take the milk. Then it's become Sangha community. Yeah.
So he was a Mahasiddha.
Yeah, he's great Mahasiddha. Yeah, one side. He's both philosopher, also Mahasiddha, He interpreted, why Buddha taught generosity past of all perfections, He says, Minam tewa longju mimina longju jane jinle chungine Tibetan bujimbe tamzedos means generosity bring happiness of samsara. Generosity brings happiness of samsara. All living beings eagerly yearn for happiness, yet for human being there is no happiness without material resources. Understand? By knowing this, Buddha taught generosity first of all 6 perfections. This is, he said like that, This is very killer, If you don't have the girlfriend, boyfriend, you don't have problem, yeah? If you don't have money, resource, then you have big problem, yeah? This too, yeah? You have to eat, you have to pay bills, Yeah. Therefore, material resource is, no happiness for human being there, without material resource, He said like that,
So you're saying by practicing generosity, it creates the causes and conditions for material wealth to come to you?
Yeah, it's come now. Yeah, sure. Then now, there's talk, discussions will come, Discussion will come, Actually, in the community and generally we are talking, if you are hard work, you can make money. If you don't work, you cannot make money, This is one way, This is a way, This is the, what I say, this is the very good evidence, yeah? You can work more, you can get more money, yeah? Then you have money, you can make material resource, you will have wealth, property, house, car, whatever, relation, whatever will come, if you have money, This is one way. Worldly ways, you hard work, you start good to gain the high education, get good job, get good salary, This is one way, to make material resource. According to Buddhist teaching, not only this is not enough. This is not enough, There are some action, the visibility action and invisibility action, In order to be successful, only hard work is not enough. Understand, yeah?
I think so.
Yeah. This is what we see in the community, Somebody is working hard, not success. Somebody is easy, not very hard work, but successful, life is become successful, Then arise the question, why he's working hard, but not success. He's not so hard, but successful life, Then you try to answer, to this question. Then Bodhisattva says, teaching Buddha says, this is his previous love, this person practiced generosity. Yeah.
So when you see a wealthy person, you then assume Buddhist standpoint that person practiced generosity in their past life, correct?
Yeah. definitely.
So practicing generosity creates merit.
Mm.
Does that ever, from practicing generosity, does it ever manifest this merit
in other ways besides material things, or it is always, you give material things, you'll get material things? Does that merit that you gain manifest in other ways?
Mm. Yeah.
circumstances?
Yeah, whatever, yeah. But I think to gain material resource, to give material resources, Yeah, this is, in community, yeah, this is the Buddha, yeah, as someone who believes that has to do Buddha's teaching, this is one way to accumulate material resource, Working, only working hard not enough. Also, meanwhile, also practice giving charity, giving charity or offering to the Buddha Dharma Sangha, 3 jewels, Also, this is one killer, one teaching, this Adisha's teacher, he's the writer of the will weapon mind turning teaching. He mentioned in this book, I'm greedy and lost wealth. It is weapon of my own evil deeds turned up on me for not giving charity, not offering to 3 jewels. From now, I will give charity, I will make offering to 3 jewels. He mentioned like that, like that, yeah. This is proof, the material resource come from generosity practice, Actually, yeah. This is a very, very Indian Buddhist, great scholar, city, my city, great scholar, He's, yeah. We independent community, we still, we still practice this is mainly, the will weapon of mind turning teaching, This is talking this consequence produced by that cause, This such consequence is the result of the such cause, He's mentioned in this book, detail, everything, he explained, yeah. He said like that. Yeah. Say, here. Minam deva longje memelas. This is clear. That he says here in this master. This is he was the one example. The writer of this text. He was the one example of Bodhisattva in Tibet. He was one example, good example of the Bodhisattva. He's here. He said how to, he taught us here how to practice generosity. He said here, when you are giving something, you never expect, response, or expect the name, response, material resource. Don't think it is result, consequence, Just think only the benefit to this kind of people, Think to benefit, that say, here. Special benefit for all mother sentient beings, not such the people, whom you are giving, benefit for all mother sentient beings, Intention is very important, giving, If you give something for response to you same way, if you give something a little, you gain some consequence, good consequence, but it is very small amount, This is the make distinct, big differences, the result by intention, motivation, Chaza usually says, when you are doing something kindness to somebody, you never do kindness to somebody with the response, something. You should think this is the wholesomeness action, This is the only benefit to other, think, If you can do something, then it's very beautiful,
So you don't have any expectation.
No, yeah, it expected, then it mixed to the worldly concern, yeah? Mixed with the worldly concern, then the result reduction, yeah.
So you talked about generosity, practice of generosity with material things.
The other two forms of generosity, generosity of giving the Dharma
Yeah.
and generosity of protection.
Yeah.
What about those?
Yeah, actually, generosity, we taught three kinds of generosity, There are three kinds of generosity: giving material source, and to protect others' life, from dying, to save from dying, Then also to advise, to somebody, somebody is ignorant, about something. If you can clear this ignorance, this is the best generosity of, This is the best generosity to solve the ignorance of others, Yeah. Usually they talk three kinds. Yeah. Then now here in text literally he's emphasizing on the material resource, Yeah. Also Chandakiti Buddha. Therefore, generosity first. Then second, morality. Third, tolerance, Fourth, diligence. Fifth, concentration. Sixth, wisdom, This is the developed, gradually, orderly, Then second, after generosity practice, why he taught the morality. Morality, the somebody is very generosity, very good generous practitioner of generosity, can give a lot material resource or others, But neglect to the morality, neglecting morality, don't practice morality, that kind of people will be born in animal realm, like Naga, Naga. Therefore, what you have practiced generosity in order to consume in the human being, in the human status, then he taught second, morality. After generosity, if you could practice morality, then you can consume the result of it in the human status, next law in human being, Like that, yeah. Because this order, how to come, how it orders we will come, Morality is very, very important, Morality is decision, where you be born, next life. Human, God, animal, hungry ghost, we are talking the 6 types of beings, according to the teaching of Buddha, Morality means here important, not killing, not killing. Not killing, not taking others' process, without permission, we say stealing, yeah, and sexual misconduct, also lying, divisive speech, harsh speech, senseless speech, and greedy mind, humble mind, humble thought, and also wrong view, this kind of 10 which are non-virtues, If you practice 10 virtues, you can protect from these 10 non-virtues, This brings you next level, the human or God, Then what you have practiced in this level generosity, you can share in the human life, next life, with the human body, the human life, in the human life. Therefore, second, this. Then tolerance is third. How much you have practiced generosity or morality. If you are a very angry person, then it destroyed what you are accumulating, Therefore, third, very important to practice tolerance. You know, this anger person, for Shangdi Deva says, if you develop strong anger for a moment, it destroys your merit accumulation 1,000 eons. Chandagiri says, in the same way, if you develop strong anger, destroy the merit which accumulated of 100 years. Therefore, tolerance is very, very important. These three things, you know. These three things, Buddha, generosity, morality, forbearance, or tolerance, were taught especially lay people, Buddha, because lay people can do these three things, you know, more, you know. Diligence, concentration, wisdom is more difficult, you know, to practice for the lay people. Therefore, these three things very important, you know, for lay practitioner. Easier to practice these three things, you know, than next three perfections, you know. Yeah. This is the there are two different teaching, you know. One master says 1,000 you know, the merit accumulated for 1,000 eons. One master says merit accumulated of 100 eons, you know. There are two differences, you know. This is distinct, you know. The ordinary people like us develop personal anger for a moment to Bodhisattva, higher being. The lower being develop the anger for higher being, it will destroy merits which accumulate for 1,000 eons. The higher being develop anger for a moment to the lower being, 100, you know, merit is accumulated for 100 eons, you know. But to this example, then we should learn how much merit will destroy if equal person develop anger to equal person, you know, same person, you know, ordinary person develop anger to ordinary person, how much merit will destroy. Therefore, this is according to Buddha's teaching, anger is very danger, you know. Anger is very danger. Anger is very danger. It's eating lot merits. Okay. Now we go to text. I read more. 26. The practice of all the Bodhisattvas is to observe ethical restraint without the slightest intention of continuing in samsara existence. For lacking discipline, one will never secure even one's own well-being, and so any thought of bringing benefit to others would be absurd, you know, absurd or laughable, you know, absurd, you know. He says, "Chudamana randu meduna shendu droba de kemen tijri sibe dumba member ye chudusoma geselang le yins." He says, "Chudamana randu meduna you don't practice, you know, morality, it cannot actually one's own well-being, you know, say, you know. This means if you don't practice the morality, you cannot be born in the human, you know, at least the human status, you know, human being, you know, as human being, you know. If you cannot be born as human, then how to can work, you know, for others, you know. If you be born in the animal realm, you know, how can you help to other, you know? It's very difficult, cannot help other, Therefore, morality is very important. Morality is very important. Usually, we usually say, for morality, for example, today mostly people very educated, never steal, like for example, the problem is the lying, stealing, not so, but directly not stealing, but indirect is sometimes very dangerous, like pay bill, like pay tax, tax, if tax can give proper way, improper way you pay the tax, this is also stealing, Yeah, this kind of, therefore, this is actually the some good country are good, they have good law, constitution, good law, people cannot go out of the law, law protect us, Yeah, that etc. To break the morality, like these kind of things, Then 20 now it's 29 tolerance, Oh no. 20 now 27, That is talking about the tolerance, The practice of all the Bodhisattvas is cultivate patience, free from any taste of the animosity towards anyone at all, since any potential source of harm is like a priceless teacher to the Bodhisattva who is eager to enjoy a wealth of virtue, This is talking tolerance. Give a long jet, be Gesela, no jet, and songs, teaching Shella. Sebocumba Gesela lanes. Give a long jet, be Gesela, no jet, This is the practice of the Bodhisattva. It's very difficult, for just ordinary people, very difficult, Actually, you want to wealth of virtue, then troublemaker or enemy is the main resource of you say main resource of the wealth of virtue, because you only enemy give opportunity, virtue, you practice better. Okay? Then diligence.